Hi, in this video, we'll demonstrate how to use Java streams. We'll start by creating a stream source, then apply intermediate operations, and finally explore terminal operations. To begin, let's import Java util.stream package. We'll create an empty stream of strings using stream.empty. So stream of strings and my variable name is going to be empty string called stream.empty method. We can directly use system.out.println, call your variable and call your count method. Now your count method applied on your empty string is going to be terminal operation on your stream. So let's try to run this and see the count of your empty string. It has to print 0. Suppose if you wanted to apply any intermediate operation on this empty string, you will still see that the operation cannot be applied because there are no elements in it. So for that, let's try to have a variable called long equals to empty string dot map. I'm going to map it with some function which is going to alter the elements with appending extra letter to it. So S lambda operator S plus letter A. So now I've applied some intermediate operation and now I'm going to close my stream with count operation. After I apply the intermediate operation and then I'm going to count it. So long count. My variable name is count here and now I'll try to print my system.out.println and try to print the count. I will still be seeing the value as 0. Now let's try to print what happens when you apply the intermediate operation on it. So for that, I'm going to remove my long integer count and try to use for each loop terminal operation system out println with method reference so that it prints all these elements that is applied with processing of this map function here. So you'll see that it is not printing anything at all because the elements are empty. That was what I wanted to show, that your empty stream is basically a stream with no elements in it. So with that, let's try to create a stream with some elements in it. So I'm going to create a stream of strings. This is going to be stream called fruits. Stream dot of method and inside that apple, mango and grapes. Now let's try to apply the same operation on this fruit stream and let's try to print them and see how the operation is getting applied to that. So for the fruits dot, I want to apply intermediate operation which is map and I want this map to do something like variable and the variable needs to append with A, B, C. So what will happen is to each element inside my stream is going to be appended with ABC because I've used my appending operator and my string that needs to be attached, and then finally using my terminal operation for each and call my method reference system out dot double colon println. So now if you look at the result, you will see apple ABC, mango ABC and grapes ABC. So in this stream, we were trying to create a stream of 3 elements. So to see the same with count operation, so I specifically put only one operation each time because your stream can accommodate only one terminal operation at a time. When you try to perform 2 operations at the same stream at same time, you will encounter an exception. So I'm going to remove this and put count. Try to use the system out.println to print your count variable. This time it is going to print you 3. So let's try to create your stream from an array. So let's say that I have string array of fruits array equals to array elements will be apple, mango, grapes. So I have an array which is called fruits array and it is having 3 elements in it. To create a stream from my array, I'll have to call my streams and mention the type. This is going to be string type, fruit stream, name it as fruit stream and call arrays dot stream method and pass your array name inside it. So by calling your arrays.stream method and mentioning the array that needs to be converted to stream, you'll have to pass your array name inside the method. This is creating a fruit stream now. Once you have your fruit stream, you can try to process them, which is simple fruit stream dot for each loop and try to you call the method reference of println. So you see that your apple, mango, grapes of array has been printed. You can do this either by calling arrays.stream method or you can also directly create it using stream of method, which is I'm going to copy this thing tstream. I'm naming this variable as tstream. So stream of type string and a new variable name and I'm going to call the streams dot of method and inside that you pass your fruit array. Similarly call the variable and use your for each. You will be able to see the elements getting printed from your fruits via stream of method as well. In this way also you'll be able to create your stream from an array also using arrays.stream method. Your stream dot of method will allow you to create a stream from a fixed set of elements without needing a list of or to provide a flexible way to create streams where elements are not fixed and you need to add them dynamically. You can use your stream.builder method. So let's try to create streams with stream builder. So for that you'll need to call stream.builder, builder class mentioning the type as string, your variable as app streams equals to stream dot. Now you have your builder stream ready, and inside that you will have to add your stream elements inside it. So for that you will have to call stream of strings and stream equals to app stream dot add the content inside. Let's say it is going to be Netflix dot add of Disney and build. So we have added elements into the stream of strings using our builder from your stream builder. Now we can use this stream variable and use your terminal operation which is for each and try to print them using your println method reference. So let's try to print them. We see Netflix, Prime and Disney has been added dynamically using your stream builder, and the difference is this is not a fixed size. You can add many more elements to it based on the requirement. Now let's say we want to process a stream of fruits, collect them into a list and then count how many elements are in the stream. So for that, let's try to use our fruit stream. So here I'm going to create a list. So create your list of strings and call that as fruit list. Inside this, you call your fruit stream and dot call your collect method and pass collectors dot to list inside it. Now I'm going to comment these things because I don't want to have operation already applied exception. So now in the system out dot println, I can print my fruit list. So basically what we are trying to do here is we're trying to process a stream of fruits and collect them into a list calling our dot collect method with collectors passing collectors dot to list. So we have our elements printed as list. From stream to list conversion was this. So we saw collectors. Now let's try to create a list of items and try to perform some stream terminal operations on it. So for that I'm going to create a list of string called items, and inside that I'm going to call arrays.list. So my first item is going to be pen and then pencil and rubber sharpener. So we'll try to see how the limit operation will work on this. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the system out.println and directly call the limit methods on the streams of this. So for that, system out.println, call your items, convert them to stream, call your stream method. And once you have your stream, you can call your limit method directly on them. I wanted to limit this to size of 2. And finally, using your collect, I wanted to collect them back using collectors to list. Let's run and see how the limit method works. So I have 4 elements in it, but I'm only picking the 2 elements because by using my limit method, we can also try to do the same thing, same syntax. Instead of your limit method, we can try to do with skip method. By doing skip of 2, we will be able to skip the first 2 elements. Let's try to see the demo of that. Skip 2. So your list name, on that, you're calling your streams to convert them to streams, and instead of your limit, you're going to call skip. And when you pass 2 in it, you're saying skip 2 elements. Finally, you're collecting them using your collectors collect method and passing collectors as a list. So your pen and pencil has been skipped. What you have now is rubber and sharpener. Similarly, we'll be also able to use distinct method. Suppose I have 2 pens in it. By applying distinct method, elements will be printed only once. You have pen, pencil, rubber and sharpener, though it has 2 pens in it. So these are some of the most frequently used terminal operations. So let's try to create some int stream, and let's try to demonstrate how an infinite stream can be processed with our streams. So for that, I'm going to call int stream class, and variable for that stream equals to int stream dot. I'm not going to create an empty stream. I want to call iterate method. Inside iterate method, I wanted to increment by 1. N tends to n plus 1. So you are beginning it with 1 and then your function is going to, so this is not increment, so this is going to be your initial value from 1, and your function is going to add plus 1 to your 1. And here, whenever you're going to call your infinite stream, try to call your limit method, which we saw here. Let's try to do that in stream dot limit. So in this limit, I'm going to keep it as 10 for each. Now in this, you'll call our method reference. Let's try to print this. So if you look at it, whenever you're going to use an infinite stream with your iterate method, make sure you're trying to use a limit method, else it will end into an infinite loop where the program runs continuously and you'll have to close it by closing the program itself. We can also try to combine two streams. For example, an int stream, let's say first equals to int stream will support you range function, and in the range function I want 1 to 5, and I'm also going to have another int stream which is second equals to int stream dot range 6 to 9. Now thirdly, what I'll be doing is I'm going to combine them. Stream is equals to int stream dot concat and your first stream comma second stream. Now your combined stream dot for each will list you the elements that got combined. So we have 1 2 4, because between 1 to 5 it stops with 4, and from 6 to 9 it stops with 8. So with this demonstration we saw how we can create an empty stream and how we can create string of streams, an integer of streams, and how to apply collect method and terminal operation, count method, for each method,